folks, how are you doing? I hope you've all had a brilliant day and that I find you all very well. Or if you're new, as usual, a very warm welcome to you as well. So yeah, this was the winner of the poll that I put up in the community page last week, and as you can see, strawberry tarts was the runaway winner with 66% of your vote, and I was absolutely over the moon about this because we all love strawberry tarts. It's a perfect summer treat. You know, it's just one of those things. You think of summer and you think of strawberries, don't you? Strawberries and cream, that kind of thing. So they're basically, if you've never heard of them, they're just a wee short crust pastry case filled with either thick cream or a pastry cream, which is a kind of vanilla custard, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Or you could even use a combination of both if you wanted. And typically you would pop a strawberry in the top and then cover everything with a thick layer of strawberry sauce. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. It's quite simple to make, but there are quite a few steps. There are 3 main steps. The first step you've got is obviously your pastry cases, then your filling, and then the glaze for the top. So 1, 2, 3, 3 steps, but it's broken down into quite a few steps, which I'll show you along the way. But if you want to follow along and give them a wee go for yourself, I've listed everything in the description box down below, and I've got grams and I've got cups measurements down there as well, just in case you don't use grams. But anyway, so this is what I'm going to be using today. First of all, I've got a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. I've got 3 tablespoons of corn flour or cornstarch. I've got 500 grams of sliced strawberries. That's about 2 or 2.5 cups. I've got 250 mils of whole, that's full fat milk, which is about a cup. I've got 350 grams of plain all-purpose flour, which is about 2.5 cups. I've got 150 ml of water, which is about 2/3 of a cup, I think. I've got 60 grams of white sugar, which is about half a cup. And you'll also need some whole strawberries, as many as you'll need, you know, just depends how many tarts you have at the end. You might not want to put a strawberry in every single one of your tarts. I don't normally do that. I've only used a strawberry in half of mine. I've also got 3 tablespoons of golden caster sugar. I've got 100 grams of golden caster sugar, which is about 2/3 of a cup again. 250 grams of cold cubed butter, which is about a cup. And I've got 3 egg yolks, and finally I've got 3 tablespoons of butter. Oof, I need to catch my breath now. But like I said, don't worry about writing any of this down because everything I've just mentioned is in the description box down below. So yeah, let's move on and see what's next. And you're also going to need about 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. And this is the vanilla bean paste that I'm using. I usually use Nielsen Massey, but I couldn't find any, so I'm trying this one. And you're also going to need a tin. Now, I'm using this one, and I like that it's quite shallow because your cream is very, very rich and your sauce is so tart, so you don't want them ultra deep. Or I don't. You might want them deep. You also need a cookie cutter. The first thing we're going to do is the filling. So get yourself over to your cooker, and on a medium heat you want to pop in your milk. This is full fat milk, and once it starts to simmer you can pop in your vanilla. Just give it a wee stir round. You just want to bring that up to the simmer. Now whilst you're waiting, you can get the rest of your ingredients that you're going to need into a bowl. Into a bowl pop your egg yolks. We're just making up a wee creme patisserie or a pastry cream. And then to that you want to add 2 tablespoons of your corn flour. And once your milk has came up to the simmer, you can add your golden caster sugar. This is 3 tablespoons. Mix this well together. And you want to grab your cream from your cooker and just slowly add this to your egg mixture. And then stir all that in again and pop back over to your cooker and get it back in to the same saucepan that you're using a wee minute ago. And just bring it back up to heat very gently. Just keep stirring this until it's thickened. It'll only take a few minutes. And it should be looking like this. lovely and thick and silky smooth. We're going to be straining this through a sieve, so don't worry if you've got a few lumps. And into another bowl you want to pop your 3 tablespoons of butter, pop a sieve over the top and strain your custard mixture through. And you just want to mix all that together, just making sure that your butter is melted into your custard. I keep saying custard, but the correct term is creme patisserie. And you just want to cover that with cling film. If you make sure that your cling film is actually touching your custard, you won't get a nasty film on the top. And just leave that to cool completely. And then we can move on and do our pastry cases. So pop your flour into a bowl, followed by this very cold butter. I've had this in the freezer. You just want to get in with your fingertips, rub your butter into your flour until you've got a rough breadcrumb. And it should look like this. This is a lovely buttery case, it's beautiful. Then once it's all rubbed together, you can add your golden. I'm using golden caster sugar, but feel free to use whatever sugar you like. I just like the taste of this one, but you can use, just normal sugar if you prefer. So you want to bring all this together in your bowl. And don't worry if you think it's looking dry, because it's a short crust, it will be quite dry. So this is ideal. You just want to lightly flour your surface and work your pastry into a ball. Easy. Like I said, this is such an easy recipe, but there are a few steps. Now you want to roll this out to about 1/2 centimetre thick, grab your pastry cutter, and depending on the size of the cutter that you're using, that'll determine how many cases you're getting. I actually got 12.5, so I made 12 tarts. And I just want to grab your tin. This is a brilliant non-stick pan, but if you're not sure, you might want to grease your pan, but I know that this one, nothing sticks to it. And you just want to pop your cases into your tin and sort of press them down with your fingers very gently, and then go in with a fork and prick the bases. This is going to help them, stay flat when they're being baked in the oven, and they won't rise up too much. So pop these in at gas mark 5. The other temperatures are on the screen just now, for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're golden. And whilst you're waiting, you can tidy up. So this is mine just out the oven. Now you want to let these cool completely in the tin before you remove them, because they're so fragile, you don't want them to fall apart. So while you're waiting, you can go and do your sauce. You can buy this readily made, it's available everywhere. But if you want to make your own sauce, this is just how I do it. So pop your water in, followed by your strawberries, and then your sugar, and then your lemon juice, and just let everything come up to a simmer. You just want to simmer this for about 10 minutes. It's super easy. But this is a very, very tart sauce because of obviously the lemon juice and the fresh strawberries. If you prefer a sweeter, more artificial, sort of strawberry flavour, you might want to go for the one that you can buy pre-made in your local shop, because this might not be for you. It is very tart. You just want to put everything through a sieve. Push through as much liquid as you can. And any strawberry or seeds or anything that you've got left in your sieve, you can just discard this. So we're only looking for the clear liquid. And it's a lovely vibrant colour. And you want to pop this back into your pan. And we're going to thicken this now. So you want to grab your tablespoon of corn flour, mix it with a tablespoon or 2 of water. Mix those together, get your mixture back up to a simmer, and add this to your sauce. And just keep stirring until it goes nice and thick. This will only take a couple of minutes, and it'll turn into a lovely syrup. You just want to pop this into a jug or a bowl or whatever you've got, and just leave that to the side again until it cools. Once everything is cool, your cases are cool, your custard is cool, and your sauce is cool, you can go ahead and assemble. This is the part I like. And thanks to those who pointed out in my Meals of the Week last week that I got the month wrong. I got a laugh at that. So I've made sure it's the correct month for tomorrow for Meals of the Week. The first thing you want to do is give your pastry cream a wee stir, because it'll have gone quite thick by now. And I just like to pop mine into a bag, because it makes filling these up so much easier than with a spoon. But if you don't have any bags, just use a spoon, just takes a bit longer. This just makes it so much quicker. Or if you don't have one of these bags, if you maybe have a Ziploc bag, something like that, just snip the corner off. Because I didn't use a nozzle, that's all I done, was snip the corner off in my bag. And then, like I said, just as many strawberries as you want to use. You might want to use one on every single wee tart, but I just generally do it in half. And then we're going to put the glaze on the ones that don't have the strawberries. Just makes half of them a wee bit different, I think, so that they're not all the same. So like I said, I'm just going to glaze the other half that don't have the strawberries, and don't they look pretty? So cute and absolutely delicious, so they were. Like I said, they are so easy to make, super easy, but they are a wee bit time consuming because you're making the pastry, you're making the filling, you're making the glaze. But you can buy all of these things in the stock, in the shops. They're readily available. If you don't want to make your pastry, you can buy pastry cases. If you don't want to make the filling, you can just buy some double cream and whip it up. If you don't want to make the strawberry sauce, you can buy it absolutely everywhere. So it's up to you. You don't have to make it from beginning to end. You can pick and mix whatever. Pick and mix. Pick what you don't want to do and just do what you do want to do. It's entirely up to you, obviously. So thank you very much again for popping over, guys, and seeing what's going on and hanging around, because I know this is a wee bit late. It's just been one of those weeks, so it has. But I really appreciate you coming over, as I always do. And as usual, we've got Meals of the Week going up tomorrow. So yeah, so it'll be Monday all the way through till today. No, not today. Tomorrow, which is Sunday. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm going to go now. Oh, I just can't think straight. Like I said, really hectic week. So until I see you next, guys, from our house to yours with lots of love, mind to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye now.